Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team
Beastmaster. Doom.
Radiant team pick.
Invoker.
Dire team pick.
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. Welcome back to the Summit 5 Americas. That's right, we've got 4 teams competing for one spot.
10 seconds
The Land
remaining.
Finals, MLD, he's Merlini. And we'll take a quick look at the brackets here. We just got done with our first match from earlier today. FDL got sent packing to the lower bracket. Complexity with the clean 2-0 sweep there. I say clean, it was a little messy, especially on the FDL side, but they got the job done. So the winner of this match will be playing Complexity. And with that, guys, we do have a draft underway. Let's go ahead, hop into it now. They're picking very rapidly after a couple of failed loads. They've pretty much scripted everything out. Do want to mention one thing real quick, Ben, before I let you analyze the draft, is that Vlad, Asparax about him, he is a stand-in. He's 19, 4 for the team now that SVG is no longer with them. He's from Russia. Apparently he tried out for Complexity, did really well, but didn't end up getting added to the team because the Swedes are a package. So,
yeah,
that's the Vlad story.
Why would he try out for, or rather, why would Complexity let him try out? Do they not have a stable 5?
No, I think this was before they settled their roster, like way back when.
I was like, oh.
Swedes stick together, you know, well, except when they booted EGM, and that's where it left them. But, you know, aside from that, Swedes stick together, right? So, draft's underway now. We do see the targeted Elder Titan ban here versus DC. Some respect shown by Shazam, and these teams have been playing each other a lot lately, but it does seem like DC has just had their number very consistently ever since the Manila Major qualifiers. Prior to that is actually Shazam winning, but DC seems to be spanking them lately, Ben.
DC is 6-2 versus Shazam. And Shazam really liked their Alchemist, but he keeps getting nerf after nerf after nerf. Well, it's Beastmaster, so their bread and butter not gonna quite cut it anymore.
Yeah, the armlet getting a bit of a nerf in the latest patch. Not a huge one for Alk, as you mentioned. He still has tons of regen. They're even going to go the extra mile here and remove the AA as well, which not many teams run, but DC definitely one of the few that can. So, again, very targeted bans. These teams definitely know each other quite well.
Dire team ban.
The Bane ban out now by DC, a support that rose a bit to prominence over the past couple weeks, was kind of ignored and forgotten for a while. A lot of the BKB piercing disable being taken out of the pools, or at least from the support end here, with the Wyvern also getting the X.
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like I've seen this lineup from Shazam like 10 times already.
What are your thoughts on?
And I cast
Tell me how you really feel.
Games. Just get a lot of farm on Alk, dodge fights with Beastmaster, and farm up a Storm. Generally,
not an actual Storm though, because that hero's terrible.
That hero's playable.
The funny thing is everyone's like, oh, the Ags is going to be what brings Storm back, but the Ags is definitely not.
I think the mana buff is kind of nice for him.
Yeah.
Anyways,
gotta patch Blitz back into relevance somehow, you know.
Radiant team.
Chantress.
Is that even possible?
Dang. Things are not smooth in Veggie Land, eh?
No, they are.
You going steak now?
We've resigned ourselves to just being open qualifier contenders.
That's loser talk, Ben, as you would say.
It is loser talk. But we are losers.
Alright, well, Lion's gonna get grabbed now by DC, so back on topic here with the draft, they get another great setup for the Invoker. And Still kind of
5
waiting to see
seconds
the
remaining.
overall game plan unfold here, but very strong lockdown and late game potential
Reserve
already from this
time.
Doom Invoker Lion core.
I wonder how heavy they're going to go in on the Alchemist. I think with this, like, you can actually tell whether or not they're going to actually try and team fight or just run what they normally do with 4 Protect 1. And it looks like 4 Protect 1 with the Aura.
Yeah, just make a Superman Alch basically as unkillable as possible
Yep.
is the goal.
They do have a lot of threats for him, though. Like, Doom before he gets his ulti off is a very big threat.
10 seconds remaining.
As well as Lions jumping the Oracle is also a pretty big threat.
5
But at the same
seconds
time,
remaining.
it's just a safe strategy. Like, Alchemist is super hard to shut down. Dire side, really easy to farm with his
Reserve
Ancients, nice and safely. And can't really go wrong with this.
Dire team pick.
I don't know. What's your thoughts on, like, Shazam running something that they lose a lot with, but is really strong, or is throwing a curveball at Chaos?
I mean, I guess the thing for me is they're trying Vlad out right now, so and just generally trying to find a fifth. So if you're
10
running
seconds
unorthodox
remaining.
strats, it may be hard to evaluate a player properly, right? Since there's other variables
5
to account for,
seconds
and
remaining.
your team doesn't really know how to execute it quite as well.
That's true.
So with the
Reserve
stand-in
time.
factor, I'd probably say I'd prefer them to stick to more stable strats that they're comfortable with. But barring that, I think you definitely have to mix it up because DC clearly just has their number. Like you mentioned, they're 6-2 versus them. I'm pretty sure they've won 6 in a row at this point, or very close to it, because Shazam's wins came early in DC's lifetime with the new roster. So
Radiant
clearly,
team
what they've been
back.
doing has not been working.
Juggernaut stacking the heal a little bit for Oracle ulti, as well as just being very good in general versus the Doombringer, as long as you get your healing ward off before. Lots of right-click damage to deal with the Lifestealer. I think some teams would have preferred
10
the
seconds
Slark at
remaining.
this point. Very good versus Lion and Lifestealer. Okay versus Doom.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
doesn't offer is synergy with the Oracle.
Reserve
Worth
time.
mentioning is Grant. Grant, shout out to him in chat, is pointing out Vlad actually plays a lot of IO, and he just played one in Pro Dota apparently, right before this match. So I guess something to keep an eye out for is that might be a curveball they throw. But DC so far, lots of burst, lots of silences and control for an IO. It would not be the easiest IO game by any means.
They have all the scary heroes. So all the heroes that get censored in the Chinese game.
Yeah,
Not Evoker.
Lifestealer is extremely gory looking.
And I hate how they look
Those teeth.
in the Chinese one with, like, I don't know, the less gore version.
You like your gore, Ben?
It just looks weird. Like Doom has like a mask instead of his teeth. I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
like clear. It's also clearly like not something Valve want to spend a ton of time on, right? Because it's only for part of the audience, I guess.
But they want to host a major
10
there, and
seconds
clearly
remaining.
they care about their player base. So I don't know. I feel like it could look
5
better.
seconds remaining.
Anyways,
And there will be the fifth
Dire team bad.
Grand
Grant dropping the knowledge in chat.
is that even? It's okay. It's okay versus Doom. I think it's terrible.
IO
over
Alchemist
in
Oracle sounds incredibly annoying if you can't burst him.
I feel like you can just kite him though
Yeah.
with the Invoker.
10
Alchemists do not want to get
seconds
BKB.
Not an easy outgame, to be honest, just because they have
5
so much
seconds
burst and the
remaining.
Doom as well. So if you don't get off the Chemical Rage, you're in a lot of trouble.
It's only not an easy
Reserve
outgame because they're
time.
versus Digital Chaos. If the lineups were swapped, I'd be like, man, this is an easy
Reserve
outgame.
Dire team
Yeah,
pick.
we've seen DC play this versus Shazam, where they just like to run at them, like after even in the laning stage, but especially after that 5 to 10 minute mark.
They make much less mistakes in the team fights and their maneuvers. I think Shazam's actually
10 seconds
comparable to
remaining.
Digital Chaos in terms of mid game. A lot of times it's because they do have the Beastmaster and do have the
5
vision, but
seconds
I'm very
remaining.
impressed at their ability to take fights around the Roshan pit generally. All right. Let's see, is it gonna be a greedy jungle Beastmaster? Can they get away with it? Yeah, I don't know. Doom's gonna kind of run free. If so, probably just need dedicated support with Brax on the Beastmaster. Sounds a little bit better.
So Shazam, 5th pick now.
Support or offlane? Support is good here. I only have one initiation, which is not that great, but at the same time they have heroes that you don't really want to initiate on anyways, Doom and Lifestealer.
Radiant team pick.
They go for the Venge, so extremely good Roche potential now. And with this pick, we will see Pretty heavy late game emphasis for Shazam.
They have a lot of minus
Definitely
armor,
matchable against
physical.
DC later on.
Yeah, I like the Vengeful Spirit pick. It matches well with the 4 Protect 1, and
5
Juggernaut right
seconds
click
remaining.
plus Vengeful Aura plus Beastmaster Aura plus Add to Spray can do a lot of damage, and a lot of this is also not mitigated by Magic Immunity, which is Life Stealer's choice of defense. And last pick will be a Brood Mother. Do they want to swap up the lanes? Oracle, probably one of the worst heroes at dealing with Brood.
Yeah, and looking at their, I mean, they've got pretty good heroes later on. It feels like they have the Venge and the Master to scout for the Brood, plenty of heroes that can kill the Spiderlings. But how do you feel they match up in the laning stage?
Terrible. I think they might do Alk safe lane, get a Soul Ring, and just spam Acid Spray, but even that doesn't sound that great. Jug mid versus Invoker, definitely doable with Pro Man Shield, but looks like MSS will be buying out his gold with very little regeneration, which means that he will be going mid.
Alright, we are officially out of the draft and into game number 1 of this best of 3 showdown, guys. It's DC taking on Shazam, winning team moving to the winter bracket finals. Remember, only one team directly advances here from the Phase 2 bracket into the Summit 5 land finals to be held this July in sunny Los Angeles. So with that, ward's getting dropped down. Saksa, TP towards the top lane, planted a deep ward, which is really going to help out Moo on the Brood. As Moo, I'm going to check out that top rune, and it will be just Brax on the offlane Beastmaster, already starting straight Iron Talon. Oh, probably going to be doing a lot of jungling.
So this is how you tell if a support is a good support. You're cast in a really tough situation. You have an Oracle versus a Broodmother. How well are you going to deal with the Broodmother? And it's Moo's Broodmother too. Moo's a very, very good offlane player. So he doesn't actually have any detection on him because he opted for Mango. That's my first sign of, this could be a little bit risky, but I'll be keeping an eye out on Vlad and keeping note of how promising this support is. And, you know, most supports can do the normal stuff, stack, check runes, harass mid, zone out offlaner, but when you're thrust into a difficult situation like this is when you can tell, and this is when you can actually shine and be like, wow, this guy's really good.
This is where careers are made.
Yep.
Or broken.
Or broken.
Savagely. So it is going to be Exhort Invoker here for Weehaw, and he'll trot out towards mid, so blocking the lane in for him. So Moo against Dust. 2 sentries, decent, a lane with some decent kill potential here, so he's going to play it very carefully.
Yeah, it's okay.
But that's until Saksa comes in, and already going to find the Hellbear. Be surprised to see the Doom come and assist here early on.
Yeah, he should. These supports are not that strong at zoning, especially when you have to commit so much to detection that you can't buy boots. It's going to be difficult for them to actually just move at 0 XP. Saksa looks like he's gonna try and roam mid. This river is wacky.
Well, he is gonna scout out left MSS, but Chrome River. I actually haven't seen this one before.
How do you tell what color it is?
Well, it announces it in
Okay.
all chat.
Oh.
To paint the river.
That...
And it affects everyone's game.
You can
Like,
use that in...
does it? Like, I feel like you could trigger your opponents pretty hard if they don't like a certain river by just painting it that one.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a very Dota 2-like thing to do.
What if they were like colorblind and you made it like red or green?
Then they can't distinguish anything. And then pick like all red heroes.
Is that a rune?
Oh my
Is that a
god.
hero?
Haste rune? I can't tell. There's haste runes everywhere.
Actually, the runes look slightly...
Yeah, that's true.
But
Depends on the red color. Yeah.
Anyways.
But, I mean, you compare the two drafts on the way they're playing this one. You've got a Doom and a Broodmother both already applying pressure all over the map. And meanwhile, Brax just AFK Iron Talon juggling. So, this is putting a pretty heavy tax on the Shazam supports from minute 1 here, Ben.
I know where the Doom is relatively, though. Brax knows that he only has 1 Hellbear, so he pings out where he thinks the Doom bringer is.
Yeah, do want to point out Saksa went into his jungle scouting for him and even ate the big creep, so limiting his farm a bit.
Oh, MSS getting torn up by Infernal Blade plus Cold Snap. Vlad trying to help out with the Purifying Flames, but I'm not sure if the
Oh, no mana for Sunstrike. He's going to have it soon, though. They're keeping vision for this. He's gonna go, they cancel the salve, and MSS, oh, he does walk into it, but barely lives. Almost as bad as dying, though. He's gotta hoof it all the way back to base.
Might as well just die and use at this point.
He's got bottle coming, actually, but
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, you know,
That
almost
is
worth suiciding anyway.
mediocre.
And he's still getting chased here. Soxka, he wants this first blood. He almost finds Brax as well. Doom with the one-man wrecking crew, and oh, then I missed the top. Moo coming down. Looks like they committed the dust and both sentries. Actually, both dust and both sentries from the looks of things. But they got the job done with only 2.
He hurt them? That was Purifying Flames. Oracle's still level 1. What am I talking about? Well, that's good.
I mean, Brood is definitely having a lot of influence on this game. You've got a free-farm Lifestealer, and the supports are quite underleveled. But the first blood equalizes things a bit. Venge at least getting some experience off of that, and we'll see another pack of dust purchased by Jason already.
Lifestealer looking to get active early, committing to the phase boots, and highly unlikely that he's going to get Radiance this game. I think versus no hero can outfarm an Alchemist. So generally you have to win by putting pressure on him early, or the rest of his teammates.
Oh, they have a rough idea of where Moo is. I think they saw him run over here to the left.
He has a lot of
He's got some webs to the south now.
spiders. There's like 10 spiders. That's enough to make the Oracle's life like really difficult if he decides. Oh, there's an early scan coming out. Dire, checking to see who's around that area.
Yeah,
They have
Brax
no idea
is
where
very low and very worried about getting ganked. Kind of interesting to see the evolution of scan and different applications for it. I saw it get used in the qualifiers to see if an invis clinks was nearby so they could dust. Kind of cool. Still feels like teams are feeling out the best applications for it.
Misery is doing a much better job of getting experience. Well, he doesn't have a Brood in his lane, but he's still doing a good job of pulling, double stacking the large camp, and just beefing up his farm, getting up that finger ASAP. And the same with the Doombringer. Doombringer is level 3.5, happy and content, trotting around the map.
Now they are starting to ramp around here on Moo. They get the dust off, and the Wave of Terror comes out. Now the spin. Spiderlings, though, doing some work on Jason. They're going to get the Moo kill. And with the dust still here, they're actually just going to TP out to safety. Better safe than sorry. Immediately looks like wants to rotate towards bottom of Brax. Is not level 6 just yet. Doom is ramping around.
Moo's not doing what you'll see a lot of Broodmothers do, which is just place one Broodling in the jungle, because they haven't had to commit smoke steal him. They just straight walk up to him, or maybe use their, the heck? It was like, that TP was crazy because of international effect.
Oh, okay. Oh, bottom lane, Brax, a not so crazy, pretty straightforward death really as he gets blown up by the Sunstrike. Combining all their nukes, and it's going to go the way of Weehaw, so with that the Midas timing, decent track. Hasn't gotten the best CS in the mid lane, but getting his experience. Hasn't died yet, and should have a decently timed Midas here.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a lot more considering how much time Alchemist had to spend away because of the Doom coming in.
Speaking of MSS, do you expect DC to be applying a lot of pressure on him over the next couple minutes, or are you okay giving him more farm right now?
See their levels. Doom's not 6, Lion's not 6. Maybe a 10-minute mark once you get your tome. I think that's a good time to run around. Brood's still kind of under level. I don't really think you can do too much about the Alchemist farming, but they did put a lot of pressure on bottom lane. I think that's probably even better because this opens up the Ancients to them. Beastmaster and the I guess even the Jugs too can do the Ancients, although probably not as early.
TC for now. To see what the overall build is going to be. I've seen a lot of Battle Fury Jugs in general.
Oh, they're going for a kill on Brax. They saw his boars come in. I don't think the Observer Wars spot him out, but they have a very good idea of where he is. Brax scouting.
Oh, the slow, but he just gets in range misery with the Hex. He needs a little more mana here. He's going to suck Brax down, and then he will have access to the Earthspike. Let's go. Sunstrike coming through. And another clean kill for DC, so pretty straightforward, and of course the Hill Ward here helping to give them vision. Realize when they have an opportunity to go on him.
That's a good play by Misery too. He held onto the Impale in case he tried to TP out and not completely sure if the Sunstrike was gonna hit from Wii.
Well, TC with the tactical dust into Blade Fury, but Moo just able to walk away as the boots and under the webs a bit too quick for TC to
Their resources are spread too thin now. Now is when they're like, okay, things didn't go so well for us in laning phase. Okay, time to rely on Alchemist. but it's slow.
I mean, do you think it's like they could have executed the lanes any better, or is it more just the nature of the draft?
I think they did not do a good job of defending the bottom tower. The bottom tower falling so early is going to be really bad for them because Brax also needs this right camp to neutral a lot, and then the supports are just having to do too much. Like what they have to worry about the Doom, they have to worry about the Brood, so they're not really getting that many levels too. They're much more under-leveled than Misery and Saxa. Misery's almost level 6 without the help of a Tomb, so he'll get it off this creep wave, and then they can make a move. And on top of that, he has 700 gold too. He can get his blink deck at a very reasonable timing. Jason and Vlad wrapping around.
Yeah, smoke is gonna expire now though, and fortunately it is daytime, so pretty tough to make a go. Quite a bit of a waste of time here by the supports. They did secure the Invisor for the Alk, but by hoping for the bounty to accelerate his farm.
They don't really know where Saxa is. Right now they have an Observer Ward on, but prior to that, they don't really know where they can smoke. If they smoke into the secret shop, Invoker just comes in and just kills them, and Doom can easily tank through their burst damage. So Oracle is just not really good at killing a Doom with his Scorched Earth. He just has way too much HP, so their kill targets are just not very plenty, and Saxa is very confident. He might die over here though.
Pretty bold maneuver, but it's going to get away with it. TPing out as TC rotated in. Didn't quite up the damage. And Resolution, meanwhile, does have an armlet online.
Okay, Lion's looking to use his finger. Doom just bought a smoke and I think he's going to wrap around.
Oh, they might smoke under a dire ward, though.
No, that's that. Smoke behind
Dire's
the
middle
T2
tower is
around
under
there.
attack.
That looks like they'll be okay. Misery was scattered running down this way, but we'll see if they start to have the spidey senses tingling.
They just saw MSS use his ult. 940 HP is very difficult to burst through with Chemical Rage. Oh, Vlad?
Might be the hero. He's going to reveal this one right as DC move in. MSS, though, Cold Snap coming through, and they get off the Infernal Blade. They do have... Oh my god! He just melted. Even need the rest of the damage there. Saxa getting the job done for the team, and... Well, the Vlad, if he had just been like a half step sooner, maybe MSS lives there.
That would have been really tough. You'd have to cast Fate Edict immediately, but this is byproduct of having the Brood. The line gets sticks really fast, and then you're like, crap, he's level 6 already, and then your lanes fall apart. You've lost 2 of your towers, you lost your Alchemist. Like, normally you'd have Armlet by now, and then some. I think a standard Armlet Radiance timing for free farming Alks is 12 or 13 minutes, and he doesn't have his Armlet yet.
Oh, they want to go on Brax here, bottom lane, Resolution wrapping around, and onto the Beastmaster. Open Wounds come through, Cold Snap is there, TP denied, and DC. Another nice pick off there, making it 4-2 now, and extending their gold lead about 4,000. I mean, of course, up against the Alk, but so far it feels like MSS has been handled reasonably well. Armlet's not at a particularly fast clip, pressure all over the map.
No, if you're behind in gold when you have an Alchemist on your team, things are really bad. Like, extremely bad.
I mean, later on maybe it catches up, but they have the tools to
They
deal
don't
with
have
it.
stacks.
Yeah.
They don't have control of their neutrals. They've lost both their towers. They're about to lose a third. They just got Doom online for Saxa. Things are just going from bad to worse.
Haven't even seen him use it yet, but we may soon. This TC looks to be the next target of opportunity.
Radiant's middle
Ooh,
tower is
working
under
towards
attack.
that, and the Midas likely. They do have a Sunstrike here as well, so something to watch out for is that Dream Burst damage they can bring to bear. A little low on mana right now on Weeha though.
Overall, though, I think Shazam as a whole have to like evolve from their strategies. Right now, their strategy is like, okay, guys, feed to the point where Alchemist, or don't feed to the point where Alchemist can't carry us anymore. So, like, there's not really that much coordination from them. Like, their 2 supports are like doing stuff now and then. They're not really saving people. All their cores are sitting in lanes. Brack's constantly been bottom. TC's always been top. And Alchemist has always been mid.
Oh, they're gonna find TC here top. They go in with the Infernal Blade. Saxa just diving the tower against 3 heroes. He simply does not care. This man's out of control, but Vlad is there to heal him up, keep him alive. So the first Doom could amount to a whole lot, but do have a finger cooling down soon, and Misery seems like he wants to get aggressive here.
But this like, they're so bold in their maneuvers. They are going to get crushed here by the Broodlings if they don't do anything about it. How are they going to deal with these Broodlings? They have to...
No TP on the Alk right now. He can't come to help them. He's going to grab a bounty rune.
They lost their healing ward too. This is like disastrous. They have to get out very soon. Now they don't even have spin for the Broodlings.
Oh, they are looking for the wraparound. Misery worming his way through the trees. Ah, just out of range. Shazam dodging bullets. But this is before Resolution really leaves the lane. Still free farming the bottom side of the map.
Who has Midas too?
They want double Midas here, so it seems like this is pretty much how all the DC Shazam games have gone as of late, where they pick the stronger laning stage draft, they execute it well, and then they kind of get the late game insurance with the Midases, but they do it from a position of map control.
Okay, top lane's about to be a disaster. They have stayed way too long up
He
here.
wants those spider lanes, he wants them bad, but now they're going to go on to Vlad. Overwood's coming through, Vlad quickly dropping. Eventually we'll be falling here, and TC going to be next to get run over by the spider lanes. The long range finger, Misery doesn't care. Kill him off as well. So
I don't know why they stayed up there that long. What are they going to do against this army of broodlings? And they didn't really need the broodlings to kill them right there. Like, that was just... I don't really know what they were hoping for. They have so many ways to, like, even stop a spin TP too. Actually, they only have one way, but it's still pretty
They didn't
good.
even have a TP on MSS. Like, he couldn't even come to help the team, you know?
Please, your Alchemist not going to help you at this phase in the game. He only helps with high ground defense. Well, that's
That's like their only real way to do a spider lanes at this point, though, is the acid spray.
Battle Fury and Jug, but that's, you know, 5-6 more minutes at best.
DC. Eating a little pressure elsewhere, though.
Oh.
Shazam are working on the tower in the mid lane.
Infest into Soxa, they want to get a kill on the mid lane. Is MSS going to stay too
Just
long?
a run in and doom and fest bomb. I liked it. Scorched
Save
Earth.
your team with TP. I mean, they're still pressuring top really hard, so they don't actually expect this.
And TC just desperate to kill off these spider lanes, but has to be careful now. Weehaw has Cold Snap available, Healing Ward coming out, and no, finally gets it out. There we go. But TC may just go down anyway. They won't commit too much on it. Still, tier 2 falls. They hold the tier 1, and Resolution eventually going to pop out of the infest. Goes back to farming here. Sanjana online.
Okay, so now where can
So far,
Shazam farm?
and they have the Blink on Misery now. I mean, how do you not get ganked?
And bots. Bots with broodlings. Oof. That could be bad.
And Weeha's at the point where we're about to start seeing points into Wex, so it becomes even more mobile. It's adding more to the team fight control.
Oh, they bought tomes and neither of the supports are 6. That's not good. Jason just missed the XP on the Centaur, so he's still sitting at 592 out of 600 experience. Wow.
And these supports are pretty much food for DC. A lot of burst damage, a lot of control.
They're not really farmed enough to be considered food, LD.
Alright, they're like,
They're
like a
bones.
nibble. Bones?
Yeah.
Creatures
They get
enjoy
like,
a
they
nice,
get like 200 gold from killing them.
nice rawhide bone. And they're basically chew toys for Moo and crew.
And Lifestealer. It'd be appropriate for Lifestealer. He looks
Yeah,
sneaky.
he looks like he would enjoy a nice
Okay.
punk of mutton.
So let's control the area that we can farm.
Alright, triple Midas. There you go. Game secured.
Not wrong.
I like the way they get the Midases though, where they don't
Okay.
just like,
This could be it.
oh, Misery though, he has to blink, they've got to be really quick on the trigger here. They do
They
get
can
eyes
counter.
on him with
They
the
can
Hawk. And the Roar goes out first before Misery's able to do anything, but now the Rage comes through. Brax dropping quickly to this right-click damage, and Misery's so damn tanky, eventually will fall. It's still a 1-for-1. Now Weehaw here to turn this around. TC, no mana for an Omni Slash. He's quite short of it, actually. So they get in deep. They're going to commit the Doom on him. Vlad desperately trying to keep him alive, even throwing out the False Promise. Heal after heal to save his buddy, but TC taking a pounding, and it looks like he'll be okay in the end with the Oracle effect, but it still cost them 2-for-1 in the end with the Venge also dropping there.
Wow.
And that was getting the jump.
If Lion had Finger right there, and he had open wounds on it, I think he might have lived. Healed through that burst. It was really
Pretty
close.
sick combo, actually.
Yeah, he had a Necro on him. I think he got mana burned. And was that -2 it? Could have been it. But at the end of the day,
I mean, that was with them seeing the heroes running in, having the Hawk vision. Lion goes first there. It's 3 or 4 for nothing.
I don't know
probably.
why Juggernaut didn't as Omni. I guess
He didn't have mana.
Oh, he didn't have mana.
Well, he Blade Fury and then he was short. So
It's weird to Blade Fury there because if you have Hawks on him and he's in the trees, you know that he doesn't see you. Most likely, maybe he has a ward, but it's very unlikely that he's gonna get Hex off on the Juggernaut before he can actually kill him. But I don't think he expected an infest right there. Then maybe just not committing enough. But
uh-oh. MSS, the slow climb towards the Radiance. Looks like it might be deferred here for a rainy day as they go in with the stun. Have the finger, but again, good defensive counterplay. They're ready for the ganks of the Alchemist. It seems Misery and Mood both getting caught out. Punish finger, not enough. Shazam. Well, hang on. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. And do emerge from that one intact, so
That's great for them.
good counter gank. And there's the Radiance.
So they have a lot of fail safes. Oracle old, Vengeful swap, Alchemist is old.
It's like, it really is the 4 Protect Alchemist strat.
Yeah.
But later on, Jug can dish out some damage if he gets farm.
Yeah, he almost has Battle Fury, so maybe he can deal with the... he has Blightstone. Looks like... decent.
Who does?
The...
Oh, the Brood?
Mother.
By Deso.
It's just, I think it's just for the tower pushes. Like if...
Casual Oblivion staff for now, or what is...
Orchid's great for...
Orchid and Deso?
And Oracle. I think it's just casual Blightstone.
Okay. Orchid BKB. A little bit of everything.
Orchid BKB. Actually, I don't know. It looks like Deso though.
I think he was going Orchid, and then he's like, we should get a Deso so we can take objectives.
I don't think they need one to take objectives though.
They already have the Invoker.
They do enough.
He's Flash now as the fight breaks down the bottom lane, but the Infest, get me out of here! Beam me up, Scotty! Fence Crew is here, Misery. Able to walk away. He can even look to counter initiate. Noxga has the ultimate available. Not gonna commit the Doom just yet, and immediately Weeha says, well, we'll disengage, get the Venge kill. Back to pushing out the other lane, so DC just baiting out some big ultimates, walking away relatively free.
Yeah, with the Radiance
Playing
online
safe.
for Alchemist is not a good time to fight. They haven't had enough time for their investments of 3 Midases to really pay off, as well as a 2,000 gold investment in bots. So they have like 8,000 gold's worth. That's, you know, not terribly useful for them.
TC, you think you're safe, you think you're safe. Oh, you are safe, because Misery gets fogged there at the last moment. Even turning this one around, might be able to get the kill. There is a Hex available. He goes for the ground stun. Garrett, no Omni Slash right now, but still the Necrobook getting the kill.
Range.
So, losing the Lion there, got fogged. Or maybe the ward expires? I'm not sure.
Into Roche, it looks like. They're heading right in.
Oh, this is a bold maneuver.
Misery pings out immediately. Soxa can't really run in there by himself, though. He does have a Midas of his own, but he knows that the team is doing Roche. They might see MSS on the top lane, but they don't need him. They have the Beastmaster, Roche already at half HP, and I don't really think they can defend this. Maybe with a Sunstrike, but Wee's not even close. Maybe with a BOTN.
Oh, he almost has the egg, so I think for DC, awkward timing, but great opportunity by Shazam, and seizing the moment, they will get the Aegis, put it on TC. 2 very durable, difficult to kill carries as they continue to call back into this game a little bit. Still trailing 10,000 gold, 1,000 experience.
That's pretty good.
But it feels like they stabilized, at least as far for the moment here.
Stabilize as soon as Alchemist gets his Radiance, and then now they can push out lanes with the BOTs. Still, DC needs more time. Midas is not really paying off for them yet. Give it another 10 minutes.
So Deso online, Moo, now we'll see, is it going to be the BKB? Looks like the Ogre Club was grabbed, so probably is the choice.
I'm surprised he's building offensively. Because generally when you have Midas, you're like already pretty squishy, so I think a lot of...
The scan came out here, and now Brack's going to commit a dust, going on to move. Roar gets got, Necro 3 here. Misery trying to turn this one around, quick finger, and then the turn onto Brack, laying into the Beastmaster. Can they finish the job? Moo tried to heal himself up, but then Croak Creep, but doesn't want to kill it. We'll have to back away in the end. DC 2 for 1 here in the top lane, still favoring them as Misery getting chased out by this Necrobook, but Resolution will kill off the melee warrior. Weeha, he's everywhere.
Radiant's bottom tower
And it looks like MSS also going to go down to Soxa, able to finish him off with the Doom in the mid lane.
Wow,
Weeha assisting
on
with the Sunstrike there.
That's some rough HP burn right there.
Well, they show, what was his HP loss per second there in total? So 45, and then the Doom is 35 before reduction. 80 a second.
To be about right.
Well, it's pure damage actually, right? So
Chemical Rage is 75. Minus 10. Plus Scorcher.
just Alchemist things.
He's forced to buy back though.
Yeah, so DC, they get exactly what they wanted. Do you prefer TC taking the Aegis after Roshan as opposed to MSS?
Yeah, I think so. Because
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
BKB rush? Oh, and the Invoker. That lineup is pretty weird.
That's really weird.
Hello everybody in Dota TV. We are trying to get the stream back up, so I do apologize. Just give us a quick second here. Alright, everybody. I believe we are back this time. I do apologize for the stream going down. Somebody did not turn off the automatic Windows updates. It was right. We should all really be using Linux, Ben. That would have never happened on Linux. But here we go, cracked with the blink. Roar, Weeha's got a fresh BKB, but not sure it's going to save him in this case. Maybe it will. Able to save back to the Blade Fury Juggernaut, and then he's going to turn this one on to TC, quickly getting bursted. Now look at the damage on Weeha, hitting for 300 plus a pop. They've already cleaned up 3 heroes on the backlines. MSS going to go down as the chemical regen. Now behold the meatball. TC roasted and cooked. Well, reconnected just in time to see Shazam get spanked. Might even be a lane of Rex here, if not the game outright. Weeha rushing forward with the blink and not looking good for Shazam.
Wow, they all in on Wee and could not kill him. I guess BKB did pay off. So
he killed the Juggernaut solo from like a quarter health once the Blade Fury ended.
all he has is Battle Fury and Blink. Doesn't have any HP.
Yeah, little squishy old samurai man. Not enough to get the job done here. TC, he'll make a terrific Canadian effort, but I don't think it's going to matter at this point. 2 lanes of Rack shoved in, and TC completely in control now of this game. So, new player, kind of the same story, Ben, is how it feels.
Yeah. Nothing ridiculously, but it was. Granted, this was a very difficult situation for Vlad to in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think Vlad's played poorly as an individual, but it seems like strategically, the way DC is drafting, just it's able to punish Shazam consistently.
Oh,
like,
you mean
look at
Shazam running the same thing over and over?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No one figures it out.
Well, it's already been figured out. It feels like by DC for 4 or 5 games now.
It was figured out, and their heroes got nerfed.
I mean, is that where like maybe they should just be banning some of these more like traditionally strong, iconic heroes for DC, like the Doom, the Invoker for Weeha, rather than like the Elder Titans?
They can just pull curveballs, like a Broodmother, for example, that we don't see terribly often from DC. So I don't really think banning.
So it's more what they pick, less what they ban. You think?
Yeah, it's just more their overall strategy. They're all inning on the Alchemist getting big. And if that doesn't work out, like he got his farm slightly delayed, like they're going to have tons and tons of issues. And their lanes just lost way too hard. They had support that were under-leveled. They kind of dealt with the Brood threat, but that was 3 heroes committed there. When Doom was free-farming, Lifestealer was free-farming, Invoker was free-farming, Lion had like a 9-minute blink or something like that. Like overall, it's just, you give up way too much when you allow them to do whatever they want.
All right, well, with that, guys, a quick and relatively one-sided one here is Digital Chaos will take down Shazam 1-0 in the best of 3. The winning team will move along and face complexity, but if it'll win there, won't be enough to secure your berth to the LAN finals. It is a double elimination format, so